Oh my gosh.
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that.
glorious.
Those acrobatics.
What is going on, ladies and gents? I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 70.
Look at that. We're 30 from... Did we say we were going to start season 2 at episode 101? Is that what it was?
I think we said at the top of the year we'll start
Okay.
episode number 2. Or season 2, and then I think every 100 we'll do a new season.
Okay. So,
Something like that.
So
and we'll take like a week off after every season.
Still in season 1. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves a break.
Yes, even us. Well, first of all, happy birthday to Bill.
Oh, shucks.
Today is Bill's birthday. Yay!
Oh, and
look, he's got a nice setup right here and everything. It's so good. So shout out to Jake Allen and Dana Race. They hooked up his desk.
And
See
also,
the birthday part?
yeah, there's minions. They left bubbles. They left.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. It's coming down.
Break stuff.
Oh man, it's a shame that I'm still sick.
Also,
but they left
while we're at
wait,
it,
there's no wand in here.
I don't know where he is,
Where's your
but
necklace?
Did somebody say happy birthday?
Hey,
there he
happy
is.
birthday
Birthday to
to
Tall Sean.
Happy Tall Sean. It's Sean
Tall
McMahon's
Sean,
birthday as
it's-
well.
All the coolest people share birthdays together.
That is correct.
Right.
And I mean, Scott's within a few days, so
Yeah.
happy birthday.
True.
it's
is
Scorpio
the-
season.
so is the-
Scorpios.
Is the jersey an indicator of the occasion?
Yes.
Oh, look at that! It's
Oh,
got his
number-
name on it.
Yeah, happy birthday to
It's-
Pam.
There he is.
Sunday.
That's
was
very
your
sad,
birthday.
actually.
When it's
It
on a
was.
weekend, you know.
It
all of a
was.
sudden there's
It's
no
good. I didn't
fire
have to deal with
sandwiches.
anything.
I
I
actually
love it.
wish you weren't so good at tech, and that was opposite.
Yeah.
But they can
So-
actually...
so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
Well, he's
5.
5. He just turned 5 today. He's about to go to preschool next
Yes.
year. So congratulations to Tall Sean and Bill.
And
It's
I think
their birthdays
also
here.
Our boy Kyle, who watches regularly, he
Yes.
said it was his birthday as well. He's
And
30.
it's Kyle's birthday. If I was
So-
reading everything right in the comments yesterday,
So
he was
happy
saying that
birthday to him.
his birthday was tomorrow, yesterday, so that would be today. So happy birthday shouts to Kyle. Thank you for tuning on in. We appreciate it. And yeah, we got a few things today. We got Tyrese, he's going crazy. Travis Scott getting sued. We got Lil Wayne needing to pay up. I guess we could jump in with the Tyrese news because
Okay, yeah. I got a lot to say about this.
so Tyrese went on Instagram and posted a video yesterday, like basically begging to have his daughter back, and like that's the only thing he needs in life. And it's like I understand that you want your daughter back, but if you're in the middle of a custody battle and stuff, putting these videos online, I don't think is going to help your case at all. I don't think it's going to make you look like a stable parent,
Right.
that you're capable of, parenting a 3-year-old or however old his daughter. I really don't know, but she's young. That's all I know. She's like 5 or younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then he's got this feud with The Rock, which he is like blowing out on social media. So like you posting these videos about your daughter, and at the same time you're going off on a feud over a movie, like the date of a movie release being postponed. It does
Right.
not. It makes you look pathetic and unstable. Like if you can't keep your business to yourself with the movie, how are you gonna, be effective parent? I'm no social worker, so
No,
I'm not gonna
but
evaluate his skills in that department necessarily. But it doesn't look good.
I don't think with everything going on, you having your beef with The Rock and the Fast and Furious franchise, and you're going crazy on the internet. That don't make you look good. And then also you going on the internet and putting out these crazy videos, being like, I need my daughter and stuff. It's like, listen, I understand you want your child, you want your child in your life. Like that's awesome that you want to be around for your child. But when you're putting out crazy stuff like that, it don't make you look. I don't
Right.
think it makes you look good
Exactly.
in the eyes of the judge. That's going to be like, oh well, is he stable enough to have him? So also he put out this one thing. I'm trying to find the picture.
The picture with him and Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Yeah. So I guess he this is what he says. He's like, hello world, hello loyal fans and loved ones from our Fast universe. I'm sorry to announce that if Dwayne is in Fast 9, there will be no more Roman Pierce.
Which is the character that he plays in the movies, if you're not familiar.
You mess with family and my daughter's survival, I mess with yours. Close your eyes, dude. You are a clown. Clown ass be made. All my real ones. Men on integrity, blah, blah, blah,
He keeps
yada,
going.
yada,
It's
yada.
long. And okay,
I'll post it in the links below so you can check it out.
first of all, if there's no Roman Pierce in Fast 9, then that means that Ludacris ends up with Ramsey by default.
And I
Right.
like Luda better than Tyrese in
Because-
the movie, anyways.
Yeah.
To be honest,
So
with
that's
you, so.
like little subplots. But second of all, I had a friend talking to me on Twitter about this yesterday. Who's really at fault in this feud here? Because you can look at it a couple of different ways, right? The Rock is central to this, and he was also central to that minor feud with Vin Diesel from last summer. So you may say, hey, The Rock is the common denominator here,
Right.
and maybe it's his fault. But for one thing, he didn't call Vin Diesel out. It was just like, oh, we figure it's about Vin Diesel based on what was being said. He didn't call him out publicly, and that was resolved pretty quickly. There were some issues on the set, and they got over it. They both said they're good, and that's that. And by all accounts, like everybody who's ever interacted with The Rock says he's like a really stand-up guy. So I have a hard time believing that The Rock is at fault for this. Now you got Tyrese again, kind of like going unhinged, blasting this stuff out on social media. This one quote, he's being like super dramatic about it. The one quote in particular, you mess with my family and my daughter's survival, I mess with yours.
Like what has he done to his, like, he's not, like, preventing you from getting custody of your child.
Exactly. You push the date of a movie back by a year, and you claim that's messing with your daughter's survival. This guy's worth $25 million. It's not like this is going to keep the food off the table.
And you know what? Maybe that Benihana's I hear that you have at your house, maybe you shouldn't have that. Maybe it's time for you to start downgrading Tyrese because you're not getting that money like you used to. And I understand you're trying to hold on to what's left because your music career, your last album flippity flopped like crazy. And what other movie franchise are you in? You're not in any other movie franchise at all. So you're trying to desperately hold on to Fast and Furious, and I'm telling you, it would have been better off for you to be a butt kisser.
Not to mention,
straight up, like if you wanted to stay in this, like now you're done. You're out of Fast and consider it done. Like he's not going to be in the next Fast and Furious.
I wouldn't
movie.
say that.
Nobody
like,
cares about Tyrese's character. Let's just
think
honest,
about it this
in
way.
the grand scheme of things.
You're complaining about the money and your daughter's survival, but then you're going to quit the movie?
Yeah,
if you
Kyle,
don't get
you're
your
right.
way?
Dwayne will definitely crush him. He's crazy.
Yeah, they're not gonna fire The Rock for this guy.
Everyone cares about his character. He's the funny one.
Nobody cares.
I mean,
about Tyrese.
I like Roman Pierce. I really do, and I don't want to see him gone.
He is.
But they're not going to get rid of The
without
Rock.
the
Revived
group,
that franchise.
The group would be nothing.
So
He's
bring him-
boring.
Bring in Kevin Hart. Perfect
No.
replacement.
Yeah, if they had Roman Pierce and it was just suddenly it was Kevin Hart instead of Tyrese, that would be so funny.
Stop hating.
That would be perfect.
Okay, I think we found a solution.
Tyrese-
Universal, are you watching?
No.
Tyrese and
No. No.
Oh man,
she's saying no. Stephanie,
Bring in Kevin Hart.
there's Stephanie's hot broiled flame take today, or whatever we
Thank
call
you for
them.
the flame broiled take, Stephanie.
Oh man, but yeah, Kevin Hart,
Oh,
Kevin Hart, the new Roman Pierce. Please let that happen.
Hart for Pierce, 2018, 2019, whatever it is. We're on the campaign trail.
Oh
right.
man.
So moving on, because
All
we
right.
spent a lot of time on this.
Travis Scott, he's now being sued by one of his fans. So if you remember, like a year ago or so, he was performing at this one venue, and this kid decided to jump off like the second floor
Yeah,
balcony.
that was only a few months ago, right? It was like back
Maybe
in the
a
spring,
little,
I think.
Yeah, it was a little bit, half a year ago or something like that.
Yeah.
So now this kid, like when the kid jumped, he went down to the ground, got injured. Travis Scott was like, "Oh, make sure he's fine." Travis Scott even ended up giving him a ring on his finger that was like $100,000 and everything. And the guy is trying to be like, "Oh, well, now this kid is suing Travis Scott because he's paralyzed now. He's like half paralyzed. So I
Ooh,
guess like
that's
probably
rough.
from I don't know. I'm just speculating that he's probably paralyzed from the waist down because he jumped from so high up and landed on his leg. So I would assume that's what it is. I could be wrong though. If he's only partially paralyzed, I would think it's his legs, not his upper
Right.
body. I mean, just logically, whatever. But anyway, so he's suing, saying that Travis Scott and his crew were encouraging people to jump. But if you watch the video, Travis nowhere says on it like
doesn't
jump
he,
or anything.
Doesn't he
like
say
that.
like you won't do it? Like he doesn't say hey jump. I think it's just like yo you won't do it.
I don't think he's like.
I watched the
talking to
video.
that
See,
situation.
I don't remember because I watched the video when it first happened and I like commented on it then, but I don't. It's
Because
not
I just
fresh in my
watched the
mind.
video,
Okay.
and it happens like in the middle of a song when he's like performing.
Okay.
So it's
I
almost
remember-
like he's not even paying attention to that particular. Maybe earlier in the night he was like encouraging wild behavior.
I do remember thinking it was being blown out of proportion by the media, like they were conflating two different incidents, and I think that's probably what's happening. But I do know that he did encourage something that was irresponsible.
But either way, he didn't encourage this kid to jump. That's all. And now this kid's mother even took a stand against her own son.
Oh, well, okay.
And was like, listen, Travis, we don't hold you responsible for this. You never encouraged him to jump. We do feel that somebody pushed him off this balcony, but you're not responsible for it. So when your mom isn't even defending you,
that's case closed, I guess.
It's just made up. That's just obviously the lawyer trying to push this kid ahead to try to get some extra bread.
Yep.
Like, I mean, and your mom stand by you for everything.
Right. Yeah.
So, like, your mom not standing by, think about that. Think about what you have to do for your mom to not, like,
it's got to be bad.
Support you.
And for a lawyer to be your only backup.
Oh, God. Now, Lil Wayne, speaking of this money issue and being sued, Lil Wayne needs to pay up to T-Pain or else. T-Pain is demanding money for his work on Lil Wayne's The Carter 3. The song Got Money, everything. That was a huge hit back in, 07, 08? Something like that now? Wow. It's like 10 years ago? That's crazy. Well, anyways, huge hit back then. I guess he's owed about $500,000 because the album went on to sell over 3 million copies in America, and then through all the streams and all that stuff. T-Pain estimates that he's owed about $500,000 for the work on that song. You think he's going to get the money? Because Lil Wayne can't even get the money from the person he's supposed to be getting money from. So how does T-Pain think he's going to get money? Or is this a way, or is Lil Wayne and T-Pain working together, and Wayne's like, yeah, you could put this lawsuit on me, and maybe this will push the courts along in the lawsuits against Birdman because that's the chain. Because
I don't know if that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
Because if he's supposed to get paid through Young Money, right? Young Money is owned 49% by Lil Wayne, 51% by Birdman. So if you're supposed to be paid through Young Money, then it brings Birdman into it. Then it brings into the situation where Lil Wayne is owed this money because he hasn't been paid for the Young Money venture. Then it almost like forces it along.
Yeah, extracting that revenue from Birdman and getting the current flowing, so to speak, expediting this process.
I always try to look for a different angle in every situation.
You try to find the conspiracy theory, and that's up there. I feel like it's probably T-Pain just wants his money, but I mean, why now is the question, I guess. Like, if they've known about this for so long, why is this, like you said, it's almost 10 years ago. So why is this coming to light now? I always wonder about these things, these lawsuits that pop up out of nowhere a long time after they happen.
Yeah. Like, you would have thought, I would have sued, like, after a year or two.
Yeah, right.
Not 10,
like
8 years,
you just
whatever
forget
it
about
is.
It was like, $500,000, like, okay, now I want that.
And are you hurting that much now that you really need this $500,000?
One thing I want to say about T-Pain, though, I don't know if have you seen those videos of him doing the, like, acoustic sessions?
Yes.
He has a really good voice, which you would never know because it's always auto-tuned, but he can really sing. It's amazing.
Legitimate. Also, while I'm looking here, what up, Sarah? Thank you. Yeah, just some people. I got a little thing so I could kind of see some comments coming in and stuff. So shout out, Miss Sarah. Other than that, I guess, what's this whole pumpkin pie secret ingredient thing? Let's close out the show with this. All right, since we're in the fall season.
I'm gonna summon the last of my voice's strength. I've been losing it steadily throughout the morning, but as it turns out, most canned pumpkin pie rewind, start over. As it turns out, most canned pumpkin is actually squash. Not even pumpkin. And apparently it's 100% squash. Because according to the FDA, canned pumpkin can be made from either pumpkin or squash, and squash tastes better, has better consistency, is cheaper to grow and produce. So in the eyes of the FDA, there's no difference between pumpkin and squash, so it can legally say 100% pumpkin on the can when there's no pumpkin.
I think Scotty can squash that idea.
Yeah.
Oh!
Damn, J. Scott,
but there's no way to know. There's no way to know when you're looking at the can because it'll say 100% pumpkin on the can no matter what. And that just makes me wonder, how many things do we buy that we think are made from one thing that are made out of something completely different?
Well, you know how they get the chickens nice and fat and everything. Boom, hit them up with steroids. Think of all the stuff in our food.
Legally speaking, when something says it's made with 100% something, that means that there is some ingredient in there that is 100%. I know,
Marissa. That's how I feel. It's a complete lie now.
I don't like pumpkin pie that much anyway, and honestly, I don't really care what you make things out of. Like as I said this on my show, it could be 100% pig butt cheeks. Like, I don't care. as long as it tastes good and you keep that information from me. So I'm not thinking about munching on pig butts while I'm eating my pie, right? This is like the chicken nuggets made of the pink goop. Don't care. If it tastes good, shove it down my gullet.
You really don't care.
I don't care about a lot. I care about the important things in life. Like the fact that we got a new end button on the board in the studio. That's dope.
Okay. And that pot has been fixed,
Yeah,
too.
it's smooth.
That's what we call the faders in the studio, by the way. Not like marijuana pot. All right, but anyway, so that's it for this week's episodes of the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
Once again, happy birthday to Bill.
Oh, thanks.
It's birthday, Bill. Happy birthday shouts to Tall Sean.
Sean.
Happy birthday shouts to Kyle. I believe Sarah, your birthday, I believe, is right around the corner. Or if it just passed, happy belated, but I believe that's coming up as well. So happy birthday to you. Shout out to all the Scorpios out there.
His birthday was over the weekend, Saturday.
It was Saturday. And with all that being said,
hold on, before we go,
no,
I
don't even need it.
You get to wear the banner because I'm not going to be the only one that gets to be the birthday boy.
And it's the birthday
okay,
boy, Billy the Kid. All right,
right with the world.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Monday, 10:30 Eastern Time. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Enjoy yourself. Oh, yeah, all weekend long, we got tickets to see Maroon 5 at the Garden in Boston. Before you can even buy them. So tune in, jams, to get that. Okay, we'll see you. Bye.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got one. Boy!